Hello everyone and welcome again to this calculus course. Today we delve into the important concept of lateral limits for determining if the limit exists or not. You guys remember when we used the table for getting the limit when x goes to 1 for the function f of x equal x cubed minus 1 divided by x minus 1, and how we got close to the value of x equal 1 both from the left and from the right. Well, the reason why we do this both from the left and from the right of the value, it is because it's mandatory for knowing if the limit exists or not. For example, for the function f of x equal x cubed minus 1 divided by x minus 1, when we got close to the value of x equal 1 from the left, we notice that we got really close to the value of y equals 3. And we can express this in the following way. The limit when x goes to 1 from the left of f of x is equal 3. As well, if we go closer and closer to 1, but coming from the right of the value x equal 1, we notice that the value of y gets closer and closer to y equals 3. And we can express this in the following way. The limit when x goes to 1 from the right of f of x, it's equal to 3. An important remark that we have to say is that if the lateral limits exist and they are equal, then the limit itself exists and it's equal to the lateral limits. In other words, we can express this in the following way. The limit when x goes to a from the left of f of x is equal to the limit when x goes to a from the right of f of x, implies that the limit when x goes to a of f of x exists and is equal to the value L. Now, another important remark that I have to say to you is that if the point can only be accessed by one side, then the limit when x goes to the point of f of x exists if and only if the lateral limit exists as well. For example, take into account the function f of x equal the square root of x, and the only way that we can get the limit when x goes to 0 is by the lateral limit from the right. Another example that I'm going to give to you on lateral limits is the following piecewise function. F of x equal x divided by the absolute value of x. Alright, so if we approach to the value of x equals 0 from the right, we notice that the limit goes to 1. Nevertheless, if the limit goes to 0 from the left, we notice that the function goes to y equals -1. Now, the lateral limits are different, therefore, the limit when x goes to 0 of f of x does not exist. In the next class, we will check on the laws of limits. In the meantime, try to solve the following limits, but be careful because for solving them, I think you will need a little bit of lateral thought.